Hello guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. How is everybody doing? Come on in. Happy Friday. I'm excited to be here. I am getting this pulled up. Let me know that you can see and hear me. Not see me, but see the table because I've got a little happy mail I want to open. And I'm excited to open it. I've held it a couple of days. So I'm excited. I have two things. Come on in. Here we go. Hey, Arlene. Hi, Deb, Cheryl, Sheila, Cindy, Cynthia. Oh, y'all are here. Hi, Kim. Hi, Tana. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Brookie. I am so glad y'all are already popping in. Goodness, it feels like it's been a while. How's everybody's Friday? Happy Friday. Oh, I see VIPs. I sure do. Hello, Christy. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Sydney. It looks like lots of VIPs. Okay, guys, I'm excited to open this. I guess I should wait. Let me just double check and see if Monica has popped in. This is from Monica Bryant. She is a VIP, and I figure she will pop in here. The other one is from Tana. I haven't seen Tana pop in. How about you guys be watching, some of you VIPs, and let me know when you see Monica or Tana, and I will come back and open those with them here. Hey, Gloria. Hi, Amber. I know Gloria's getting ready for a craft fair. That'll be super fun. You have another bracelet? Yes. Oh, that's a good one, Carrie. Perfect. Did you get your daughter one? The longest day, Cynthia? Has it been a long day for you? Speaking of the longest day, guys, listen, we did so fantastic on our Alzheimer's goal this year. I just really couldn't believe it. Hey, Anne from Ireland. Is it around 1 a.m. there? So glad you're here. Hi, Chris. Oh, Tana is here. Let's do Tana's. Okay. We're going to open Tana's. She's got an envelope with a card on the outside. Let me get this off. Hold, please. While you guys are saying hi, let me know how your Friday is. Y'all, I promise you, I didn't and it was hard. Hold on, I'm getting it. So when something comes in the mail, you know, it's like Christmas and you just want to go ahead and open it, but I like to do this live when I can so that, you know, whoever gave it to me gets to have sort of like some enjoyment of seeing somebody open it. Okay, y'all, this is taped up good. This is how I take mine. I always, if you've ordered something from me, it doesn't come broken. I usually, I can't even get it open, you guys. Hold on. I can't even, good thing I didn't grab the box knife. Oh my goodness. I know exactly what this is now that I see. I didn't even think about this. It's a tumbler. She made me a tumbler. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Vicky. Oh my goodness. Is this not me, guys? Look at all the pink. Oh, I love it. And it has my name, Tana. That is amazing. I love that you can do this. Isn't that fun? How you can personalize something for somebody? I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Okay. And then she's got a card. And it's a happy birthday little note and a think positive little card. The chain came undone just a little. I will put that back, but that is precious. It's got obviously some papers or magazine pieces on the back, washi tape, sticker, dried flowers, and then the little chain with rhinestones. That is so pretty. It's called Think. She named it Think. I love it. And listen, is that not the truth about our thoughts? Gosh, y'all, it's so important to try to stay positive. I do struggle with it. I have to work on it. It's a work that we have to do because you know how life is. It's going to bring challenges and kind of get us down sometimes. And I'm no different than you guys. We all have it. Thank you for sprinkling, Levada. Hi, Marcia. Oh, I just love it. Thank you, Tana. What else? Let me see. Did Monica ever get on? I want to be sure I don't miss her too. Thank you for sprinkling. Oh my goodness, guys. I'll go back and thank you, individually, because it really is so appreciated. So I do want to do that. Oh, she is? Okay, I hadn't seen her. This happens, guys, because I'm doing things, I'm grabbing for things, and so when I look up, I can only see 2 comments at a time. So if I miss you, I apologize. I do go back and try to reply if you ask me something or whatever. Hey, girl. Okay, I'm opening your beautiful little package. She came in a pretty bubble mailer. I have no idea, but I see pretty things. You guys, this is so fun. I feel like it's, oh my gosh, how cute is that? Texas tic-tac-toe. And our son is coming this weekend. We're going to watch the game together, so I'll make everybody play. They'll roll their eyes at me, but it'll be fun. How cute, guys. I love it. And she gave me an extra boot. Oh, thank you, Monica. That is precious. Okay, let's see what the next thing is. There's several things in here. Hopefully it's an ATC card. We'll see. I know, isn't that cute? People, you guys are so creative because, you see these in the store and they're just plain. And you can either cut out your own little pieces if you have a cutter, or you can have someone, Monica, I'm guessing you cut these out. Did you? You must have. Let's see if she said. Let us know. But, you can either cut them out yourself or have somebody cut them. And, oh, it's a magnet. I think she must have a cutter. Let's just see. You did cut them. That's amazing. And I guess you cut this out. That's so pretty. And it's a magnet. And then here's her ATC card. Little ducks. This looks like either a napkin or something because it feels very thin, and then some scrapbook paper, a little bling, wood, button. Well, no, that's just an embellishment. So thank you so much. I love that you wrote all over it. That's really cute. Oh, gosh. A giant button. I will definitely want to use this for something. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, that's hanging up. That's got to be hung. I love it. I love that you can cut your own things. Hey, Dawn. How are you today? Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Okay. This must be magnetic. Let me just see. Oh, it snaps on. Did you make this, Monica? All things are possible. Oh, deep in the heart of Texas, guys. So I don't know about these bracelets. I've never seen one, but that is so cool. And, oh, a charm. I love charm bracelets. As long as I breathe, you'll be remembered. Oh, that's precious. Monica, we have such a sad bond, but you know what I mean? It's both, we've lost our mothers, hers very recently. And, oh, these are push pins or earrings? I think they're push pins. I'm not sure, but I think she's cut all these out. I know, right? I literally feel like it's Christmas. This is birthday, she said. This is my, little belated birthday. I just love all these. And so you can change them out depending on your mood or what you want to wear. So like pop it off, put on this one. Look at that. How pretty. You matter. Some days you just need a little something like that, and you pop that on and you put it on, and then you can see it, and it reminds you that you do matter. Don't listen to any negativity or, we all do that sometimes where we feel like, does what I do make a difference? I know. Thank you so much. This is so fun. Okay, y'all. That is more than enough of spoiling me. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't ever have to send me one thing, and I still appreciate you so much. But thank you guys. Y'all are amazing women. Thank you, Maria. I want to hurry because I'm sure anybody just checking in, if they don't know me, they're going to be like, I don't care about what this lady's opening. No, I don't need gifts. Listen, I am the one that wants to send you guys gifts, not the other way around. So we're going to get started on an ATC. I'm excited because I have something to tell y'all, and I will be talking about it while I create. So that way I don't have to sit and, we'll just be talking while we work. I'm grabbing the brush I want. I do too. Okay, so I just printed out a couple of things, but this is new. I printed out, and so I can now put this on, like, let's say I have a piece of 8x10 scrapbook paper and I can cut along the lines, but that way you get the most ATCs out of one sheet of paper. So I don't know why I had not thought of that sooner, but that is going to help me a lot. But then click the inside tumbler. Oh, what? Hold, please. Hi, Angela. I saw that, Gloria. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. What the heck? It's a gift inside a gift. Oh, y'all. These are for my ATCs and things. Ew, that's really cool. I guess it's just paper. It looks almost like vellum. And then little, how cool. Look at this, y'all. Look at that dog. I'm a self-made man. No one ever gave me anything. That's funny. That would be Ron. Fauvism. Super cute. Oh, a bride. I love that. Stamps. So just these awesome embellishments that when I see one of these, like this is a clock, I mean, you can do a whole card around one image. That's kind of what usually I do. So, ooh, I love it. Going into football season, I'm pumped about the Aggies. Thank you so much, Tana. That's really pretty. I have the silver, but I love the black. And then little stamps. Oh, my goodness. So fun. You guys are too good to me. I don't need a thing. But thank you, Tana and Monica. Y'all are just precious. Okay, girls, let's get going. I know. I promise I will go back and answer you if you're asking or if you're talking. So don't think I won't. But I'm going to I have designed some images today that we're going to use on our card. And I'm going to show you because over the last month, I have made ATCs all month. So if you are not at all into them and you're like, gosh, I wish she would get on with it, I can't really apologize. I just am having so much fun with them. The funnest thing for me is seeing you guys do them. So it's like a parent who probably teaches their kid to ride a bike, and then they just see that kid riding all over the place and, just even showing other people how to ride. That's kind of the pride that you feel when you see other people creating based on something you taught. Now, I know I'm not the only one. I know there's tons of people who are teaching the same, but here's the thing. We all do it different. You can learn from everybody. You can pick up little things from everybody, and then you come up with your own style. And I'm like a proud parent when I get these ATCs from you guys. I definitely show my family. I'm like, oh, look, I'm all excited, and it's just so much fun that I cannot stop. So that is kind of part of my announcement, is that a lot of you, I asked in a post, and plus you have told me in some of the things you've written me. I had someone, and I don't know if you're on here, I'm not going to call anybody out, but I had someone say they had not created in 25 years, and that my ATCs inspired her, and she sent me her first ATC. And I literally cried. I just, it's just amazing to see you guys doing it and loving it. And hi, Nelda. You love them. Oh, Celeste, you can do it. I saw that you put a message in the group, and I just didn't have time because I was popping in there to put that announcement. But girl, you're in the right place. You know I'll help you, and we have a ton of tutorials. So here's the thing, is my group was open for a while, and we did get new members, but there's a lot of you who I know are already in other groups, or maybe you just can't afford my group. You know, it's $20 a month and all that. So I totally understand. We are all in major budget mode, you know. And so what I'm doing is I have opened a Patreon, and that is a really fantastic way for creators to gain support financially from people. And then we can share our content there. So I am opening, or I did open, an artist trading club there. And it's not on Facebook, it's just on Patreon. And I'll be showing like how to do an ATC every week, like this one, for example, I did last night. And I will make a video so that you see exactly how I make it. I'll tell you how I made it. You get the traceables and all of that, so you can make one. And then any downloads like this, you know, what I was just showing you that I made, you would get that. And then each week I send someone in that Patreon group the card I made. So it's just a really basic, inexpensive $10, and that's it. And, you know, we're making ATCs. Now, if you're a VIP, don't even think about it. You know, you don't need to do that. You're already in the VIP group, and you get everything I do, no matter what. But this is for people who just want a little bit, or maybe they just like doing the ATCs and they don't really want the group necessarily. So it's for that. And it's going to come with a lot of perks. I don't want to oversell it because it's just an option. You know, I'm not trying to sell. Everything I do, I keep as inexpensive as I possibly can so that you'll try it. But I just want to make that available because so many of us are wanting to keep going on ATCs. I'm not slowing down. I'm still doing acrylic painting. And I do, most of what I do in the group. Oh, yes, Levada, I do. Let me grab that. But Levada, you're in the VIP, so you do not need to sign up. You will be getting everything that they get because you're a VIP. So VIP members for my private group, you know, they're paying me each month to be in that group. And so they get basically everything I do. You know, it's just part of the perk of being in that group. Let's see here. Yeah, it worked. Oh, good, it did work. Sometimes I have trouble with getting something to pin comment. There, I did it. But anyway, it is a great thing, you know, to have people that love what I do and want to support me. And, you know, every now and then they'll be like, you better not go get a job. We need you to do this. And that is so kind. And of course, I just love doing what I do. I just, you know, this is what I do now. So I'm not going anywhere. But of course, we do have to make an income to be able to keep it up. So it's just another way for people that don't want to join a membership per se and do like a big thing. They can just do the paper crafting with us. And like if we do a ATC swap, they can do that and it not be a whole membership. So I'm excited. Just another fun option for everybody. Let me know what you're thinking. Oh, thank you, Carrie. You're just, what do you call a rock star in there? Everybody knows Carrie, and you're a great creator. You could have your own page if you had the time. You, just, you know, everybody has so much they do in their life that most people can't just dedicate every day, all day to what it takes to run a business, but Carrie sure could. So I'm just doing a background. I will be teaching different backgrounds, but those kind of things, you know, when I do anything special, I like to reserve that for the VIP group and, of course, with paper, this new group I'm doing. But, you know, I still do a lot of things here that are free. So for you guys that just don't want to spend anything, that's okay. You know, we still give plenty of things free on this page, and love to do Happy Mail. Oh, yes. Thank you for helping, Vicki. I didn't see it. Yes, Deb, I hope so too. I was advised that that's a good step to take, and it took me a little bit to finish researching it. I kind of set it aside, and then once I got back and started researching, I think that's a smart step for me, because I've got to get outside of Facebook. You know, Facebook is, you know, we just don't know. It's a little bit unreliable as far as we don't own it. I don't have any say. So if I invest all of my time and energy on Facebook and then they do away with it, it gets bought and changed, or they say, hey, Deb, if you want to create on Facebook, you need to start paying us $50 a month. You know, we don't know. We don't have any control over what happens here. So we have all been advised to try different things, and some people have given ideas, and that's one of them. And I just always have to really research well before I make a jump, and of course pray about it. And once I did, then I'm going for it. Okay, so I've got a background. Now I am going to take a little bit of gesso. Oops, that's not gesso. I grabbed my, here it is, and mute some of this down. And you guys know I use my fingers. Don't laugh. Deb, we're using a fine white pen. No, do you know what I was using? I'll show you. I'll do a little bit on here to show you, but I was using a toothpick with white paint. So I'm taking gesso and just kind of giving this background a little bit of mutedness with my, you know, gesso, so that it's not super, super colorful. And that way, whatever I do to it, sometimes I do this, y'all. I know it's weird, but I don't want to dig my hand all the way down in there. But I'm tactile when it comes to mixed media. I always like to use my fingers and just kind of feel it and be able to put as much or as little as I want. So you don't have to do this. You can use a brush or whatever. Just kind of picturing it. What is gesso? Tina, it is a medium that is very commonly used with mixed media. Also, when you buy a canvas, it's primed with this gesso. It is a combination of basically like white paint and some fillers that make it thicker and has a tooth-like quality, so that your acrylic paint will hold to it. It's hard for me to explain well, but that's the best I think I can do. You can't, a lot of people, and I did, I used chalk paint until I was able to get some. Chalk paint is a good, you know, substitute if you don't want to buy it, can't afford it, or just not interested in buying more things. Then just try chalk paint that kind of does the same thing. I'm going to dry that. And then we will add some other things to it. You want your cards to be 2.5 by 3.5. And that's another thing that in the Patreon group that I have, you'll have access to those basics. So like I'll give you a sheet that has a list of supplies and size and things like that. But you can get a bottle of this gesso for like $10 and just watch for a sale. This one is Michael's brand. It's fine. Of card. Yes, but a ATC card is 2.5 by 3.5, which is the size of a plain card like this. It may not be exact, but it's close enough for people like me who are just doing this, you know, for fun with friends. If I was entering in a contest, you can be sure, see this? You can be sure that I would be absolutely positive, it's hard for me to hold, and that it came all the way to that 2.5. But see, it's just a little short, and that's fine. You know, if I was going to be in a contest where it was going to be, I was hoping to win money, I would be sure and come all the way just in case they measured it. But basically, a plain card is 2.5 by 3.5, which is what makes it a great base. For a plain card, you do need to sand it. This is not my best sander because it's rough, but you want the one that's yellow if you have one of these, and you'll just lightly sand the card if you're going to paint on it, and you can already see, you'll probably see some of this, ink kind of coming off, but this gets that shiny surface off of the card. Now, it's messy, so once you do this, you got to dump it over your trash can because that's all just dust. See that? And so, you know, then now when you fill your card, you can tell that it's not near shiny and slick. So, yeah, that's a plain card makes a great base. That's what I'm using today. And then I usually take a piece of watercolor paper and cover the back, or you can take, let's see if I have that. You can take one of these, which is something else I give, and it's, let me just cut one out roughly and show you. This is something you can either use double-sided tape or some type of adhesive and glue on the back of your card, and that way you can put who created it. You know, I put my name, what I titled the card, the date, and any info like my website, or you can put your email or something like that. And if you're numbering these, if you're making like a bunch, so you can number 1 or however, you know, just however you want to do it. So let's decide what we want to do. Kind of like this squirrel for something fun. Let's do the squirrel. What do y'all think? You like him? My printer is getting low of ink, so my image is not super shiny like yours would be. I've got to, actually, I started to say I've got to refill it, but I have my husband do it because I don't know. He's always done it for me. I could do it. I used to do it at work, but usually I just say, hey, can you put ink in the printer? Because, you know, it's his office that the printer's in, and he just gets used to doing it for me. You can fussy cut these like this, or, you know, you can definitely come in and not fussy cut and just kind of go around some of the things that are on here like this. That's what we'll do today, so I can show you that way. And it will take less time for y'all to sit and watch me cutting. Yes, Trisha, you are so welcome. I just cannot tell you guys how much joy reading your notes and getting these little cards has brought. And I want to enable us to do more and more of it, because we know that everybody is struggling with something, whether it's Alzheimer's, a family member who's sick or who has just passed away, or children who are in trouble, children, grown children that you can't do anything about but worry, you know, sit and stress about the decisions they're making. I mean, we all have something that we're dealing with, and being creative just helps so much. Having a little fun and a little community of people that you can trade cards with and those kind of things really do make life more bearable. And so I want to keep this going and keep us having these opportunities to share our creations. And some of you guys that are telling me this is your first card to make, I'm literally, it's hard for me to even believe because they're so good. Some of them are better than mine. Well, a lot of them are better than mine. So you got to keep it up. You know, it's almost like you owe that. You really are able to give somebody so much joy. So we got to do it, right? Okay, so here's my little guy. I'm trying to think what I'm going to want to do with him. There's so many things you can do. We're going to add some more paint. I know that. But even if I was in a rush and all I did was, you know, glue this on here and then do some things around it, it's going to be precious, you know. So just let me think. I think I want some more orange to show. You loved your special AT. Oh, good, Vicky. Oh, wow, Trisha. See, it's just amazing. So you guys, I hope, number one, I hope you'll try it if you haven't. And if you haven't, you know, you're missing out. It's just a lot of fun. Okay, let me think. I think I'm going to color some of this image. Because, like I said, my printer it's got to have ink. Ron wasn't home, so I didn't have a choice. I just had to print, and I figured I would just add a little ink to it. But I had fun making some of these images today, and I think that will be another good thing, because I'm going to be giving you guys images each week that you will be able to use for your cards, because it is fun to buy things, you know, but sometimes you don't want to spend money, and you can just use these things that I give you to put on your cards, right? Instead of buying. So that'll just be another option for you to use in your art, however you choose to. Make this one a little more red. I think I want some of that color in the background, so I'll use a brush. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to grab a brush. Oh, Vicki, we're live. Carrie, that's what I meant to keep going when I was talking about that. You know, in our group, we do send cards to people that need it, to especially children or, you know, young people that need it, but who doesn't need it? I think I'm going to go around this little guy. So let me put this where it's going to be and then kind of go around. I want to leave some of this cool background because that's just kind of artsy. And so anyway, take them with you. You know, if you make some, take them with you. Take them to church, take them to the grocery store, take them to the restaurant when you eat out. What if your waitress is crying and you can tell she's been crying? You know, that would be the perfect person to say, I want to give you something, and I don't know what's going on. You know, you don't have to tell me, but I just hope this cheers you up a little. And, you know, you could even write a little note on the back or put a Bible verse, or just give her the art. I promise you, it's going to make people's day. Anyone who, I don't think you have to be of any kind of age. I think children, teenagers, you know, elderly, it doesn't matter. We all love pretty things, and we love art. So you just gotta start sharing it. Hello, pumpkin. I did, Dana. I showed it on my last live. So if you're wondering if I received it, I have a video that I'm making. I've got most of them uploaded, but not all of them. So if you haven't seen me open it, I've shown all of them at some point. So if you haven't seen that, hang tight and you'll see it when I make that video. But yes, it is so cute. If I have it here handy, I'll grab it. I'm just putting some bubble wrap, some paint on bubble wrap, and just kind of stamping a few things. I don't like a whole lot, but you can do as much as you want. I do have some stamps. I've given some of these away in Happy Mail, and I have some more to give. So look how cute. And I cut this one in half. It was double this size, but for ATCs, obviously this is quite long enough. So if you don't mind getting exactly this, like a half of a sheet, I can even break these up smaller and do more, but I just think it's cool to have a new tool. So, you know, take that. Of course, I'm using my fingers with paint. You can use ink. I've got a stamp pad. It's probably sitting right here on my desk, but I'm just a paint girl, so I typically will grab some paint and I'm just going to stamp it kind of across. And that just gives it a little interest, right? That's it. Just a little bit of interest is all you need. And I'll throw this in my water cup. So if you haven't seen me do that, and that will keep it fine until I can go wash it out. Okay, so then on this, I'm going to do the edges with, I should use my ink. I'm really making a mess. Some of you guys that don't want to have ink all over you are probably like, this lady's crazy. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, I love these. I thought these were so cool. I got them on Temu, and it came, you know, one sheet, and so I just cut them in half, and I still have all these that, you know, who needs a million? I don't really need a million. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do it the right way, guys, since y'all probably, not everybody wants to see me use my fingers. And just do the edges lightly. If you don't have all the tools like me, I'm slowly just buying back things that I used to have that I got rid of when we moved. And you don't need them, though. Think about, what do I have? So if you're wanting to do something like this and you don't have the little dauber, do you have a piece of felt? Do you have a sponge, just like a little makeup sponge? You know, think about what is small that you can pounce. That's all you do. You know, you can make do without all the fancy tools. It's not necessary. And that's why most of the ATCs that you see me do, I do really basic. I really do. I don't use a lot of things that you would have to buy because not everybody wants to. Now, if you want to, go for it because it is fun. It's fun having these little things, but definitely not necessary. Just going around the edges. But I certainly encourage you, and tell me, like if you do send them to or give them out at a doctor's office or to somebody you saw at a restaurant or whatever, we would love, whoever inspired you would love to know that you did that because it just keeps us wanting to inspire you more. You know, do you distress every edge? On my paper embellishments like this, I typically do, but there's lots of ways to do it. You can use an ink pen or marker. You know, you don't have to go to the website. Yes, Nelda, you're right. I think that Nelda's right about it probably is safer to go to the website on Temu and enter your information, like your payment information, but don't log it into their system. You know how they say, would you like us to keep this for next time? If it were me, I would say no and just, I know it's a hassle, but just enter it the next time because I think, you know, today's day, we do need to be as safe as we can. And, you know, it seems like most of us, we have or a lot of us have our credit cards on file with different places, but, you know, it's probably not best. Paying with PayPal. Yeah. Oh, I think Christy said she gave some out. It went so fast. Used white foam fruit netting to stamp a card. I love it. So I think I've got what you're talking about, and I'll show that. So if people don't know, you want to let your ink dry, and I think mine's okay, but I always go a little faster on here than I would if y'all weren't here live, just for time's sake. Oh, that's cute. So I added a little leather paper, this little strip you saw. I don't even have to use very much of it. I did get that on Temu also. So added that here. You still got the orange paint on the other side. And then, but as long as your ink is dry, then you can use your Mod Podge over it. And I just Mod Podge the whole thing and just give the whole thing a good seal. You do need, you know, this is paint that I'm going over, but it's dry. I didn't use a whole lot with that bubble wrap, so it's dry. And just give the whole card a good sealing. And I do pay attention to the edges. See how I'm kind of brushing it on like so. And then I'll use my finger even and just be sure that we got really good on the edges, and then just set that down to dry for a second. Okay, let's do a giveaway. So is this what you were talking about on the netting? Because that's what this is. You know, if you get vegetables or you get, I don't know, you know, some things come in this little netting, but this can make really cool backgrounds or texture on your art. So you can put it down, stamp over it. Like I said, just a regular, like this, just a regular, oh, that's not a sponge. This is another thing, but you know what I'm talking about when I say the makeup wedges. So you can, let's say, whoops, I went into both colors. Let's just get some on here and I'll show you on a little tester here. But just put that netting down, kind of hold it tight, and then pounce. And then when you lift up, you've got a little cool texture that would have been hard for me to get had I tried. Because do you see how artistic it is? It's not like dots. It's like different. So yes, look around, guys. Here's my little toolbox here. I've got bubble wrap. I have this little wedge, but I actually thought that was a makeup wedge, but it's not. I've got this stuff, which sometimes I use, like this has been a bird nest before. You may have seen me use some of this for a bird nest. And I just bunched it up and I put it down at the bottom and kind of glued it down. And there's my little bird nest. We could use that on this card too, just kind of as a little grass. I use this also. This is a piece of, you know, what is this, guys? It goes on the bottom of a rug to keep your rug from slipping. So I'll show y'all how good this looks because I do like using this stuff. And you can reuse it. You know, you don't need to keep a whole roll of it. So if you use some for a project, you know, just cut off a snip of it so that you can keep it for this. Or share it with your neighborhood page for somebody that actually needs the roll and you just keep a piece. And there you go. So instead of buying a stamp that will give you a cool background, you can kind of do your own thing with stuff that you have. Yeah, the rug slipping material. And then I'll just let this dry. I don't try to clean it. I just let it dry and then I'll reuse it. So I've got some already that I've used and just keep in my little stash here for this kind of stuff. Think outside the box. And you'll be surprised what you have on hand. If you are in the VIP group, or if you decide to join that Patreon, you'll get a list of lots of supply type things you can use. And I'm always showing ideas. Okay, so then let me dry this first. That's the next thing I need to do. I'm going to add something else, but I'm going to dry this. Whoops. Yes, Christy is right, and I have a few things saved. Junk mail. Look, we got this yesterday, True Green. So you can, this is a really, if you guys ever use this company, it's a really heavy, great, you know, weight. That can be either a base of a card, or this is another, you know, junk mail that we got from, I don't even know who. And that is a great base. And look at the cute little images. So not only is it a base for a card, but I can use a lot of those images. So think about your junk mail before you throw it away. There are no mistakes. That is exactly right, Patty. No mistakes. That's why it's relaxing, because you just get into your craft space. If you don't have a craft room, just set up a little table. It's a support network. It's not a subscription per se, but it's on a different website. It's a Patreon website, and they allow people like me, creators, to make a little income by having people who support our page. So you're basically a supporter. It's like giving me a tip every month. And it's $10. You know, you can set the amount. Y'all can do one of the other options that I have, like a $2 tip. If you just want to say, you know, I learned a lot today. Thank you. Here's a tip. You can do that, or this is actually where you're going to get things. Like I'm going to give you a new tutorial every week that nobody else will get. You know, it's only for subscribers. And then a downloadable printout you can print and use. And Happy Mail each week goes out, the card that I make in the group. So that's what it is. So then I thought I would use some of this. It's just raffia. And my little tip on this, if you didn't hear me the last time I said it, is Dollar Tree has hula skirts for kids. And that's all this is. And I just cut off what I need. And you can even cut it in half like I'm doing to make thinner strips. But if it's already kind of curled, then it's good. So I'm just going to take this and probably knot it up to make a little knot in the center. You guys let me know if you have gone to the Patreon and joined. Let me know, because I want to know if you saw what I put in there. Hold, please. That one got me messed up. Isn't that squirrel cute? Oh, Cheryl, what's the matter? I know she's had surgery and not feeling well, I bet. Oh, bless you. Yes, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you popped in. Glad you felt good enough to even say hi. Okay. So just a little knot. We'll cut that a little smaller. I use ribbon, sari silk, you know, raffia. You can use anything, fabric, and just put a little. To me, just the more you add, the fun. You know, it just adds some fun. So I pulled a leaf off of, you know, an old pick I had. And I thought I could even cut this. And this would serve me on several, because the card is so small, you don't need anything large. You need small things to add. So I'm going to get 2 leaves out of this little piece of a leaf. I'm just going to take it and kind of cut a new leaf shape. Thank you guys for praying for her. I appreciate that. I know she does. Gina, you don't? It should be there, and it's now not my website, but it's actually the Patreon website, and it should be pinned to the bottom of your screen. But it's patreon.com/artandgrace, spelled out A-N-D. But that is, I think because this is so tiny and thin, I'm just going to use a little more Mod Podge to put this down. Was anybody able to see it, or? Let's see. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, Ann, I know. Bless you for coming. You're so sweet to even show up. She told me, I'm going to try to sit up and wait. So sweet. Hope you have a great night's sleep, girl. Oh, by the way, go to my Art and Craft Showcase group and go see the ATC she made, and there's others in there as well. She did a fantastic job and wrote a amazing piece about it, which is like poetry. Nelda read it too and said, this is like poetry. It is so beautiful. Now, I did print these a little large, but I think they're going to be, I'm going to do Welcome Fall. And I'll show you how I do this. So you can use, this is just printer paper, but you can use any kind of paper. So you could print this out on scrapbook paper. You could print it on rice paper, you know, anything you want. And I'm going to just take a little of my ink and I'm going to distress it just a little bit, because white is awful white, right? So I'm going to use this shade of the brown. And this isn't my favorite shape, because if you've not used these, let me grab that scrap. These little brushes from Dollar Tree, because it's in a line, it just does what you would think. It makes a line, right? So I don't want a line across that. So you have to be real careful to kind of circle it really large and kind of let it blend, but it'll work. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Just kind of get some color on here so it's not white. But you can print it out on colored paper, or you could print something out on a piece of a hymn or a book page, you know, or use a word from a book. There's so many fun options. Thank you guys for praying for each other. Appreciate that. It worked? So you saw it, Celeste? I hope it's there. I worked hard on that. Now remember, VIPs don't do that. That's for people to basically give me a tip, and you guys are already paying me. But if you are not in the VIP group and you want to keep doing these with me, then let's do it, because it's just been so fun, and I have 1,000 ideas, and I wasn't ready to stop. I will take that brush and really clean it really good, you know, but just by doing this on some clean paper towel until it doesn't come off anymore. And then it's ready for the next time. So there's that. And then also let's do the edges of this. So I'm going to go into my black for this one and just darken all these edges. And I'll just do it this way. It's so tiny. No, Gloria. VIP members have everything included. You don't ever have to pay for anything. Anytime I do special events where I charge, the VIPs are free. They don't pay. I really try to give them all the perks I can. Oh, you had to swipe to the second page. I bet you are on a phone. You're right. I think if you're on a phone, you're going to have to swipe to see the next page. But if you're on a laptop, it's all, you know, or a computer, it's all there. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So let's put this down. Now this needs to dry before I use my Mod Podge, but you know what? Do I ever wait? Nah, I go for it. But you should wait so that you don't let your ink bleed or, you know, run. Thank you, Celeste. 100 stars. I appreciate you, girl. Nobody has to, but thank you so much when you do. It's very fun. Y'all are making me feel like it's my birthday again. Okay, now I'm just going to pop this down at an angle. You can also sometimes, like, let's see if I did that. I did. On this one, I cut it apart and, you know, just put it in a row or whatever you want to call it, staggered. But for this one, we'll do this. Let me just double check that I don't want to use, kind of looking. I had something else I was thinking about. Let me just look. I don't think I do. I had, whenever you have picks, you know what I'm talking about, little picks, and either you're going to get rid of the item, you don't want it anymore, or a piece of it fell off, keep it, because I had this little piece, and I thought I might want to use a little bit, but I don't know that I will. Your ATCs need to be under 1/4 of an inch thick. So see, when I turn it this way, how it's nothing, but it can be up to 1/4 of an inch with embellishments, so like buttons or whatever. So I would need to cut a lot of this off if I was going to use it. So just have something like this. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. Like he's got a little thing of berries there. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to cut this one off that sticks up. And so the point is, you kind of want this to be able to go in one of your plastic folders. Let me show you these. So this is just one that I got from Temu, and your cards will slide. I'm not going to do that one because I'm using it, but your cards will slide down in there, and it's a great way to gift it to somebody, you know, so that it protects it. And then of course they can take it out and do whatever they want to with it, but you want it to be able to fit. I think I'm going to put those because I just think they're cute. What do y'all think? Do you like them? Rennie, don't worry about stars, but I don't know how to tell you. When I'm on my personal profile, I think I see a little thing right by the comments. I'm going from memory, but I don't hardly pay attention. So just press that down a second. And I could, if I really wanted to keep it really flat, I could glue that little one down, but I think it's going to be totally fine. It'll still go in that folder just fine. So there's that. If you had a little piece of a acorn or something, you could use that as an embellishment. Just whatever. Just think outside the box is the fun part for me anyway. Lace is always fun to use. I like putting little bows, and I like sometimes having them staggered. Here's all of these that are this style. A button, you know, if you've got buttons, you can use those. You like it? Okay. Now let me grab, we're almost done. I'm going to grab a pen. I keep grabbing, these are my newest. So I've used micron pens forever, but I've kind of enjoyed using these Pitt pens. I don't know why, they're just a little, I think I like them better. They're the same basic product, really, in my opinion, except they're a little more marker-like than a micron pen. And I always go around the words a little extra. I usually go around the items, so like around this little wood. And my style is to do this scribbly look, but you can do it a really neat, you know, look if you want to. And then I usually add on top of it even like this, like kind of giving that wood a little extra something. Like so. And if you want to go around the squirrel, you can. Just kind of defines him. Like so. Okay, so are some of you guys going to continue doing the ATCs with me? I sure hope so. If you haven't received one from me, you can message me because I'm keeping track of I'm keeping track of all of them. Most of them don't have to have tracking because they fit in an envelope just fine, but a couple. Did somebody say they like my bracelet? Thank you, Daniela. I just got it tonight as a gift from Monica. So fun. Monica Bryant with Texas Breeze Creations. So fun. I'm going to kind of come around just a little bit. His little body and just, you know, kind of give it a little defining. Personal preference. You don't have to. But if you see a spot that you think would be good, go for it. Oh, that kind of made him look mad. So maybe don't do that. But you see, you can play around with it and have fun. Then the last thing I do is I go around the edges and I just look at it and see what color I want. I think I'm going to do black and keep it pretty basic. I think orange would be a little bright for me, but this is just another idea. Oh, I wanted to see if y'all are going to keep doing them. You can't burn dinner. Haven't tried doing one yet. Oh, Daniela, I promise you. I promise you that you can do this. And start with a simpler one. I can show you a simpler. I can tag you on something if you want. That is a real basic, easy, you know, not hard one. You like it? Okay, good. Definitely keep doing it. I was going to look for some others, Nanette. You love them. Adorable. I hope y'all are going to keep doing them. I got lots of ideas and lots of things. I've got some kits I'm working on putting together. This is my newest kit. So I've got, you know, all of the supplies to make these cards. And so you get, you know, the sticker, the paper, the washi. What's it called? Not washi. Sorry, silk, buttons. And that is going to be in a kit. And it's just about ready to go live on my Etsy shop. And then a lot of you have asked for kits for this. I don't know if I you know, I can do that. I just haven't yet because I had already been working on this one first. But I don't know. It's been so fun. You just did the ones. And oh, good, Rusty. I love that. Yes, they are going to be fun. Okay, awesome, Vicki. Well, I have loved it. I hope you guys are loving it. And, you know, fall and Christmas and Halloween, we got lots of fun ones to do. So just another way we can do things together and hang out and spread some joy, because they really can be quick and easy. You don't have to spend a lot of time. It always takes me a while when I'm teaching because I'm telling you things as I go. But Sorry Silk, I'll show you a little longer piece so you can see. And then I'm going to do a giveaway before we get off of here right now. So Sorry Silk is pieces of a sari dress. Is that what they call it? A sari? I believe so. So I believe it's women in India that make those dresses and wear those beautiful silk dresses. And these are remnants. These are just pieces that were unusable. They cut off the bottom or whatever. But instead of throwing them away, they bundle them and sell them to you in bundles. And I get them on Amazon. I have it linked in my Amazon store where you can use the exact ones that I use. That's always good quality, and I love it. Little bit of autumn red on the berries is a fantastic idea. I love that. Let me grab it. You're so right, because they do kind of blend in. Yes, Linda, $10, and you get the printout. You get a video every week that nobody else gets. You know, it's special for the members. And a printout to use in yours. And then whatever I make that week, I send to one of you guys in Happy Mail. So, yeah. Very cute. I like it. I hope y'all do. You know what? Hold on. I have another thing that would be pretty on here is my metallic paint. I think these are always just so fun to use in fall. And with the printout, for example, the one that I showed you that I used, like I have a lot of images that you're going to be able to use on your things. So this is just the one that I did today for today, but I have a lot ready to go that are, I think, really cool and even have some words on them and things. So I'm going to use some of this metallic paint. Oh, that's so pretty. Just kind of highlight around the squirrel a little. Oh, hope y'all can see that. I'll hold it up to where you can. Might even smear a little bit on up here. Yeah. And then when this is dry, I'll sign it. Then what I do is put this on the back. So I would just Mod Podge this right on the back so that it's a nice clean surface on the back. And then attach this and fill it out and everything usually with Mod Podge or tape or whatever. Sometimes in fact, a lot of times I just write on this. But this is nice. This is a nice way to make it neat, you know. So let me hold that up so y'all can see. And let me grab some names. Yes, you're right, Christy. Oh, hi, Dina. How are you today? Okay, I'm going to go all the way that it lets me, and then I'll come all the way back. Let me grab the Happy Meal. Hold, please, and I'll show you what it is. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put into my Etsy shop in just a minute. But it is one of these kits that has paper. So a couple of sheets of this will make about 4 cards or more. If you use it in strips, you can do more cards with it. But if you want to cover the whole card with it, you can get 4 cards out of that. It's got 2 cards and 2 watercolors, some other paper that you can use in strips, just kind of like I did for strips. And then you get a stamp. This is one of the circles that are fun to use. So just stamp it in some ink, or you can use paint like I do on my finger. Ink is always going to work out easier for you. I just am such a paint person. And then sari silk will make several little bows like these. Just little embellishments. It's got stickers, or not stickers. Okay, they're not stickers. They are just images, but they feel like a sticker to me because they're clear. And you can, I cut around the little, see the clear part? I don't know if y'all can see that on camera, but I cut around that, or you can just, but I Mod Podged it on. And it's got several, some have words, and then some don't. Like this one. Now this would be great with my green stamps, wouldn't it? And then a couple of buttons, 3 buttons, and a couple of keys, little tiny keys that you can embellish with, you know, so it's a good little kit. And I'll add those, but let's draw somebody to win that. I'm going to go up all the way to let me go back and then grab a name. Stopping on, whoops, I pulled them away. Let me see if it'll, okay, good. Whew, scared me. I thought I was going to lose your comments. Stopping on Vicki Nichols. I'm going to keep making them. Vicki, you just won this little kit. I got to write your name on it. You know how I am. And I will get that out. I will try to get it out tomorrow, okay? Yes, I have a handful. Everything, if I can make y'all a kit with what I have when I make something, I'll put the rest, you know, so I've got about 7, I believe. Oh, I know, I think so too, Dina. I think it's so nice to not have to buy the whole, like, you know, if you don't want a whole wad of everything, you don't want a whole thing of buttons and a whole thing of sari silk. You just need enough to do the project. Then it's a great way to go, or just to try it. What else? Do y'all have any questions? I don't see any. Yes, exactly. Nelda said they're like a greeting card. That's my thing, is I can easily give these out or mail these out. You can put them in a regular envelope. We just had a tutorial on how to make envelopes. So this is my little template that I keep right here, and I've been making envelopes. But you can totally buy envelopes. You know, you don't have to make them. But it's just kind of fun sometimes to match the paper or whatever. So I think all mine have been mailed out. Let's see. No, I do have one. I can't show you one side because it's got her Happy Mail and her name on it. But this is one that I just took a piece of scrapbook paper and my template and made an envelope. So it's kind of fun to do that too. All right, guys, I hope you guys, wait, what are the cards do? They're just artist trading cards that you can trade or swap. These were, they're never meant to be sold, so don't sell the cards, but they're to be given or swapped with people. But for my purposes, I'm using them to brighten people's day, and that's why I'm hoping to get more of you guys making them. Pass them out at church, at the grocery store, just wherever you are. If you go get your hair done, if you see an elderly person, or if you see somebody alone, or if you have an elderly neighbor, you know, there, any reason. College kids, I'm going to do an example of a college one because I definitely think that our college students need encouragement. It's a great thing to do to have their school. So have their colors and a football and all that. You cute your envelope. Oh, you kept it, I bet, Cynthia. Brenda, so it depends. These I got on Temu. And I can give you the link because I'll have it in my, you know, where I went and made a purchase. But I also will tell you, I love these. These are hard plastic, very protective. This is what I have been mailing most of them in. I ran out and had to order more, but they're hard plastic and keeps it very protected. And so just slide it down in there. And then when they get it, they can either keep it in there, or a lot of people are taking it out and putting it into a baseball card folder that goes into like a 9x12 or a binder, like a binder notebook, whatever that side is. Any other questions, guys? I hope y'all have a great night. I cannot thank you enough for being here with me. It was fun, and I was so excited to tell y'all that I'm going to keep this up. I want us to do better, and I'm saying me. This is for me. I want to do better at blessing people with a little piece of mail. And my heart is for elderly, because I don't do enough for the elderly that I have such a heart for. So by doing these, I can mail these out. I'm going to have a stack of envelopes ready. I purchased 2 books of stamps. They're ready, so let's encourage each other to do this. I know a stamp is like 60 cents or 65 cents, whatever it is, but that's okay. We can afford to do that for a sweet elderly lady, right? Oh, Teresa, yes, I've got tons of replays, and they're all in the VIP group. Will probably be your easiest place to find them, but on YouTube too. It's all easy to see. We do, Goldie, for sure. If we're able-bodied, we need to. The older I get, the more I realize how much of a blessing things are to people as they age. I mean, more so than when you're young and busy and have all the money to be buying things. It's just a little different. So let's encourage each other to keep this up and keep spreading joy to people. All right. Hope y'all have a great, great night, and I will see you next week. Be watching replays over the weekend, or I'm sure there are events you'll get to see, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me know if you have questions. Bye-bye, guys.